my nails, I know y'all can't see this right now, but my nails are just like so shot, and I feel fat. I feel like I have, good grief, my pants aren't clean enough. I'm a bad speller. By the way, I'm a bad speller, fast talker, everything. Like, I am the most horrible person in the world. Miss Toastmasters and guests, these are some of the things that I say to myself on a daily basis. Now, I am a horrible speller. Me and Siri are not best friends at all. Better yet, on a day-to-day basis, when I was a kid, I would tell my mom, before we had spell check, she would say, figure out how to spell phone by looking in the dictionary. I would always tell her, I spell phonetically. If I'm looking for phone, when am I going to find it? She'll get mad at that. My clients know, it's a running joke with my clients now, that they'll sit down with new clients and say, she can't spell, she can't count, and she'll talk your head off, but she's a great trainer. So everyone knows this, and my clients will literally say that, but she's awesome. And so you keep hearing these things, and you keep hearing these things, and you keep hearing these things. So eventually, we all have those things that we say to ourselves that put us down, that puts ourselves down. Whether we are acknowledging of it or not, these things play in our head, things play in our day-to-day lives. And that if you feel fat and you don't like the pair of jeans that you're wearing, it's going to come off in your energy, it's going to come off in how you carry yourself. So I have clients all the time that wonder why they're not able to lose the weight, because they're eating right. So they tell me. They're working out. I see them in the gym. They're kicking their butts. But what are we doing when we get home? Where's the emotional state of your brain when you get home? Because a lot of times with the emotional eating, again, that term emotional, we're trying to feed that side of ourselves that thinks I'm fat, I'm not this, I'm a bad speller, I can't count, hard at math, not a business. That side, that naysayer side. The truth is, no one really knows this except for you. Just like you guys don't know that 2 of my nails are not done, unless you really, really look really hard. No one sees this imperfection but you. But because you're the one living in your own spirit, in your own body, it's magnified, and you carry this with you. So tonight, I want to give you 5 things to overcome this naysayer. Now, mind you, he or she is never going to really go away, sadly. However, we can use that person, I call other size persons, we can use that person as a little bit more motivating to help us encourage ourselves and not beat ourselves up constantly. The first thing I want to say, and I tell my clients to do, is write it out. Write out exactly what you want. So, yes, granted, I still spell phone with an F. But hey, thank goodness for Siri and dictionary.com and the people that I pay to help me write my articles, I'm able to spell better. All right? They kind of get me now. Great. I want to be a better speller. And I'll write that out. Or better yet, I am a great business person, because that doesn't take anything to do. Second, live it. I'm living being a better personal trainer and better motivator by joining Toastmasters. You'll notice I have a crutch when I come up to the lectern. I love to wear heels. That makes me feel important. That makes me feel like a boss. That makes me feel like I'm in charge. So therefore, you can always look for my heels later on. Third thing I will always say is to listen to it. The subconscious mind is one of the best things. We can literally, they take time to program ourselves with commercials all the time, so why can't you program yourself? So I found little hints on YouTube where I found one that wants to be rich, or one that has more about confidence, because I've been working on confidence myself. And I'll listen to this first thing in the morning. I literally roll over on my first alarm and just find that YouTube and just play it. Now, if I go back to sleep, fine. But the subconscious mind is the most active the first 20 minutes that you're awake. So why not use that and program yourself before the TV programs it for you? Because we're always told, especially as ladies, that we're never going to be good enough, and we're never blonde enough, and we're never skinny enough. And Who cares? Okay. Third thing I would say, fourth thing, excuse me, is figure out what's the best you and who you want to be. Live it, act it, become an actor or an actress. Because no one knows that you're acting. Y'all don't know I'm acting right now until I just told you. Don't tell Toastmasters that. Because what happens is you start acting it, you start believing you start becoming it. And literally my friends are like, Angela, you're already there. And I'm sitting there going, no, I'm not. I'm still that kid from Macon, Georgia that doesn't know anything, that still spells phone with an F. And they go, no, you know it starts with a P. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Darn. Okay. Just become it. And that way when you act it, you become it. And yes, it takes a lot of practice. And you never really feel completely in it, but someday you'll fool somebody. The last thing I want to say, well, second to the last, is don't listen to yourself. And I think that's the hardest thing. Because when we get down and out in those moments, because we all have them, it's very easy to listen to that other side and be, you know what, she's right, I'm nothing, I still spell phone with an F, I'm never going to be a great business person. But it helps me to know that our president, Oprah, Obama, anybody we know, they all have faults of their own that somebody's hiding for them. So therefore, once I get enough money, I'll have somebody to spell for me. And lastly, and what I want to leave you guys with today, is the thing that you might strongly dislike about yourself, someone actually enjoys. And someone says, you know what, that's Angela. She wrote that. How do you know? Phone spelled with an F. Thank you.